introduced by the names, but I will let you say it by yourselves so that the audience can get to know you directly, other than what I'm going to say. I'll say a lot of things. Okay. But to answer an introduction.
Okay, I am Michael.
And I'm Emma.
And we share a common name, Wambugus.
1973 is the day you said I do to each other.
Yes.
But there was a journey before that.
Yes.
What was that journey? Nani aliona mwingine wapi aje and said hi, and Zulu likes to talk about a constitution that happens before walking down the aisle. I'd like to know, what was that journey and how long was it before walking down the aisle?
We met in 1971. We were both in office. And we met at a wedding of one of our friends. And the church was full. But any time I turned my face, I could see Michael smiling. And I didn't know him. So I was asking my friend, who was my neighbor, whether he knows this guy.
Was he smiling at you?
Yeah, and he said no. So we continued with the wedding, and we had dinner in one of the hotels in Nairobi. So we went for dinner. And he requested me to dance with him at the dinner time. It was such a good time for me altogether. So we danced and we were talking. Where do you work? Where are you? And by then there were no mobile phones. We used to use the office numbers. So I gave him my office number that night. But towards morning, the place was very cold. And then they had suits. Na tulikuwa na to go to a harusi. And you know what? He offered me his coat. And I took it, and I've never seen such a kind man before. And that's where we started off.
Michael.
Yes.
This smile there, how did you, where was it directed? Just to her? I mean, were you smiling in the general direction of?
No, sincerely and honestly, I must tell you that when we got into that wedding, I caught her eye. I was doing camera work. I had a camera, and so I was taking photographs. So I wondered, I wanted to know this lady more than just sitting there. And so I kept on smiling with the hope that she'll come and find out why I was doing that. And true to it, she came to find out why. And that was the beginning of our relationship. But one thing that is interesting in me is that before I started courting and looking for a girl to marry, I had whom I want to marry and where that person works. I had eliminated nurse, I had eliminated secretary, I was left with teacher and you. So, when I met this beautiful lady and he told me she's a secretary,
Where?
Then I asked another question. Who is your boss? He told me I work in a school and my boss is a lady. Kwisha. The boss is a lady? That is okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Zulu